In parts 1, 2, and 3 of this series, I cover the effects of the triple Capricorn conjunction and the transit of Neptune, all of which are very negative for Trump in this 2020 election year. If you would like to revisit those, please click on the links within this video's description. Here I will talk about the 2020 Uranus transit, which for Trump actually spans from the spring of 2019 until at least the spring of 2021, with some residual effects still showing up until 2022. Uranus is transiting semi-square his natal Uranus Sun, as well as sesqui-square his natal Moon. Because Uranus has an 84-year cycle, whenever it is conjunct, square, or opposed, you are looking at 2 to 3 years during which it hovers around the relevant degrees. The same is true for semi-square and sesqui-square, which are essentially like half squares, but because of the slow movement of this planet, are definitely felt and definitely correlate with the challenges they connect to. Notice that Trump's Uranus is a very complicated planet in that being too close to the Sun, this is known as combust, gets relegated a little too much to the subconscious, so that he isn't able to get a proper handle on it, and the result is a lack of true awareness about the true meaning of his uniqueness and individuality. Translation: a perfect recipe for narcissism, misplaced contrarianism, childish rebellion, inconsistency, and erratic behavior. Since it is also opposed the Moon, these traits get amplified and frequently thrown into full display. A poorly integrated Uranus will mean an inappropriate level of detachment, which is something he is quite famous for. Uranus is definitely not an empathetic planet, but in most people's charts, the quality of empathy will show up somewhere else to compensate. In Trump's case, it is nowhere to be seen. Notice also that Uranus being in Gemini, it is controlled, ruled by Mercury, which being in the 12th sign, square Eris, the planet of chaos, and Neptune, the planet of deception, well, you're starting to get the picture. And of course, it also links to his most problematic alignment, the infamous Access Hollywood T-square. None of this is good. By the way, this planet explains why he used to say during the run-up to the 2016 election that our army is too predictable. Uranus is definitely unpredictable, so he wants to be unpredictable, but he's just incredibly ineffective at it and mostly keeps getting in his own way. In transit, Uranus is certain to give him a hard time, and during 2020, it is constantly challenging his Sun and Moon, practically ensuring he won't be able to stick to anything long enough to see good results. That, and of course that his own actions will constantly get him in trouble as well. And that at election time, being in perfect semi-square to his Sun becomes a key aggravating factor that will help to take him down.